Candela's Quest for Victory event will be taking place next week in Pokemon GO. If you are not at the in-person Copenhagen GoFest event, you're gonna want to play this. Here's why. We've got a brand new Go Pass we need to cover with the return of a very rare shiny costume Pokemon coming with a special background. We've got some really good raid bonuses going down this week. We're gonna look at some pro tips as well as some top targets you need to be going after during this event. This is Candela's Quest for Victory with Go With Us. Let's get time and dates out of the way, guys. Candela's Quest for Knowledge event will be taking place this Tuesday, the 9th of June at 10 a.m., running all the way until Monday, the 15th of June at 8 p.m. local time. So this is pretty much going to be the global event running alongside GoFest Copenhagen. Let's get straight into this Go Pass. Remember that this Go Pass will go live at 10 a.m. on that Tuesday on the 9th, and of course you can purchase the deluxe version of the Go Pass for a total cost of $5. If you progress through the free track, these are going to be the rewards. You can see encounters with Flareon, Rockruff, Ponyta wearing the Candela themed accessory with a background inspired by Team Valor. That is going to be your biggest hitter here, and to be honest, if you could get this Pokemon shiny, you would be probably one of the only people in the world to get it. And if you did buy the deluxe version, you are going to get 6 additional premium battle passes, some more premium items, but you're actually going to get another encounter with that Candela Ponyta wearing the accessory with that Team Valor background. So you actually get 2 encounters. The great thing about these Go Passes during this Team Instinct, Team Mystic, and Team Valor events is that the bonuses are really powerful. And for Candela's event, it's going to be focused around raids. So with your Go Pass, once you reach tier 1, which is going to be at rank 10, you're going to get an increased attack bonus from friends in raids, and at tier 2 you're going to get 1.5 times raid stardust as a reward. We have a really good way to stack the damage in raids during this week, and that's going to be coming up in a little bit. But what Pokemon are going to be spawning in the wild? It looks like we can see Charmander, Mankey, Hisuian Growlithe, Machop, Ponyta, Scyther, Flareon, Slugma, and Fletchling. We also have featured Pokemon going down in 1 and 3-star raids. In 1-star raids, we can see Hisuian Growlithe, Scraggy, Honedge, and Rockruff. In 3-star raids, we can see Machamp, Scizor, and Machargo. These Pokemon can be encountered through field research. We can see Charmander in there, that Hundo CP is going to be 420. Mankey's in there at 499 CP. Hisuian Growlithe's in there at 566. Machop is in there at 548. Scyther is in there at 1160 CP for the Hundo. Flareon is in there at 1298. Slugma 383. Scraggy 588. Fletchling 343. Honedge 595. And Rockruff lastly for a 407 CP for your guaranteed hundo. Screenshot all of these if you want to remember this for the event. What's very important to mention now is that while this event is going on, the Copenhagen in-person event will be going down, which means we can remote raid all of the Pokemon going down there. If you are planning to do that, the Go Pass bonuses are offering some incredible raid damage bonuses that I'm going to show you how to stack. First and foremost, remember, if you raid with a good, great, ultra, or best friend, you pretty much get a percentage in damage boost. At good friend, you're going to get 3%, at great friend, it's going to be 5%, ultra friend is going to be 7%, and at best friend, you're going to get a 10% increase in damage. But because of that Go Pass tier bonus, to be honest, this is probably going to be boosted by at least another 5 or 10%, which is incredible. I would strongly recommend pairing this with Crown Sword Zacian's Behemoth Blade, because what this is going to do is that it's going to increase your damage in raids by a total of an extra 10% as well. So if you're raiding with a best friend, you're going to be getting a 10% boost already on top of Behemoth Blade, which is another 10%, and then another Go Pass percentage on top of that. So guys, taking down these raid bosses, especially from a remote raiding point of view, it's going to be a lot easier to take these raid bosses down. In 3-star raids at GoFest Copenhagen, you can encounter Combat Breed Paldean Tauros, which is only found in the Iberian Peninsula, which is generally in that Spanish or Portuguese regions. Now you can remote raid this Pokemon, and again, with those damage multipliers, it'll definitely be a much easier solo. But in the 5-star raids, we can of course see the Mega Mewtwo X and Y, but remember, you will not get Mega Mewtwo energy if you do not have an in-person ticket for that event. You will only be able to get it during GoFest Global. You cannot get the Mega Energy. Moltres will be available in those 5-star raids, as well as Entei. In Primal raids, you can see Primal Kyogre as well as Primal Groudon, and those raids will be coming with Primal Energy as well, probably ranging between 70 energy and 130 depending on how fast you complete completed. These Pokemon are a lot easier to take down, especially now with these friend bonuses. We also have 5-star Shadow raids going down, and we can see Shadow Moltres in there, Shadow Entei in there, Shadow Kyogre, as well as Shadow Groudon. Those are your main details out of the way, but Mikey, how do I maximize this event? Well guys, this is a really good event for candy gains on certain Pokemon, which again, there are Pokemon here you really want to get the candy, but especially the XL candy for. I want you guys to Mega Evolve a Mega Level 3 Fire type Pokemon in the background. The reason why is that there are actually 7 Pokemon here where all of those Pokemon are going to be Fire types. So if you had a Mega Level 3 Mega Camerupt or Mega Level 3 Mega Charizard in the background, while playing this event, guys, you are going to stack the candy gains, because remember, at Mega Level 3, you're going to get an additional 2 candy per catch, and you will also get an extra 25% chance at getting XL candy at different rerolls. So if we break the math down for you very quickly, let's say you encountered a Charmander in the wild, you would then get 3 candy. With the use of a Pineapple Berry, it would then be 6 candy. If you had a Mega Level 3 Charizard in the background, you would then be getting 8 candy, as well as getting that XL candy for that Pokemon too. Do not sleep on this, guys. There are huge candy gains here, especially for the Fire type. Tip number 2, and I've said this already, as of the release of this video, we are going to be in the middle of that Sparks Quest event, which remember guys, there are huge Pokemon in there that you can stack. Pokemon like Combee, Jolteon, Alolan Raichu, and all of those are featuring in field research. Unfortunately, with Candela's event, there is only one permanently boosted Stardust Pokemon here because it's a first stage evolution, which is going to be Flareon. Flareon is going to be granting you 300 Stardust per catch, but you can encounter this Pokemon in field research. So what I do want you to do if you do get that Flareon encounter is that I want you to give it a red or golden raspberry, and I want you to hit the button buttons so you can stack this encounter in your stack tasks. The reason why you want to do this is that, and we have said this in previous videos, just after GoFest, there are going to be the Ultra Unlock events, which generally boast 4 times catch Stardust rewards, which is the biggest in the entire year. This is why you need to stack all these research tasks now so that you can encounter them later on a star piece. During that 4 times catch event, you are going to see huge results. Just as an example, I'm going to leave some of these on screen right now. You can see Alolan Meowth granting me 3,300 Stardust per catch. Combee's in there, Sableye is in there. Just look at these numbers, guys, and that's on a 3 times catch. On a 4 times catch, it's going to be mind-blowing. Stack your stack tasks. It doesn't end there with Stardust though, because remember, one of the bonuses of that Go Pass, it's going to be 1.5 times Stardust when we complete raids. But if I just focus on 5-star raids, we normally get 1,000 Stardust per raid. With this bonus active, it's going to be 1,500 Stardust. With a star piece running, it's going to be 2,250 Stardust per raid. Guys, especially if you are remote raiding, this could be very, very powerful, especially because you could probably complete about 2 to 3 raids every single star piece. Stacking this with all those stack tasks as well, guys, huge Stardust potential, especially in the 2 previous events. Tip number 3 is going to be all about getting to level 80. As you guys know, once you reach level 70, there are a certain number of tasks, but specifically platinum medals that you need to get to level 80, and that is a total of 50. It's not the easiest thing to do, but there are certain medals in this event which are going to be pretty easy to chip away at. The first one is going to be your Kindler medal, which requires you to catch 2,500 fire type Pokemon, and that is going to be all over the wild, including in the raids as well. Great opportunity to chip away at that. I want you guys to have a look at your champion medal as well, which requires you to win 1,000 legendary raids. Because there's going to be a lot of raids, you're going to be entering your Rising Star medal, your Rising Star Duo medal, all these raid attacking medals, your raid expert medal as well. Guys, I want you guys to really gun the raids this week, especially remote raiding into Copenhagen as well. Like for those primals as well, it's going to be incredibly valuable. Time for our top targets. First and foremost, we cannot look past Charmander. Unfortunately, Charmander going to Charizard in the Go Battle League right now, not the most meta relevant Pokemon. However, Charmander and Charizard can go into Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y. If we start with Mega Charizard Y, as a fire type attacker with Blast Burn, which will require an Elite Charge CM, this Pokemon is currently the 2nd best fire type attacker in the entire game. And even as a flying type attacker as well, it's breaking into the top 20 in the 18th spot with Air Slash as well as Blast Burn as well. That's how hard this Pokemon is really hitting. And if we have a look quickly at Mega Charizard X, it's a little bit weaker. As a fire type attacker with Blast Burn, it's currently sitting in the 5th spot, so still breaking into the top 5, which is amazing. And as a dragon type attacker, it's actually barely breaking into the top 40, currently sitting in the 38th spot, so Mega Charizard Y is probably going to be your better attacker here. Our next target is going to be Mankey going into Primeape and eventually into Annihilate. If I just start as a raid attacker, unfortunately, Unlike the main series games, Annihilape is such a good raid attacker in those games, but in these games it doesn't translate very well. As a fighting type attacker, it's in the 65th spot, and as a ghost type attacker, it's just breaking into the top 50 in the 45th spot. However, the great thing about Annihilape is that as a Go Battle League Pokemon, it is fantastic. In the Great League right now, stats are subject to change every single day, but it's currently in the 30th spot. In the Ultra League, it's in the 35th spot, and in the Master League, it's just outside of the top 50 in the 56th spot, of course at 15, 15, 15 with all that XL candy. Remember, we just spoke about XL candy gains. This is one Pokemon you definitely want to be getting XL candy for. Remember to Mega Evolve a Mega Level 3 fighting type if you want candy and XL candy for this Pokemon. Our next target is another fighting type Pokemon, Machop. Machop can go into Machamp, and right now Machamp as a raid attacker is still a very good budget fighting type attacker. It's in the 35th spot right now, but its Shadow form is a great form to get candy for because that for a long time has been one of the best Shadow fighting type attackers in the game, and fighting type is a really good raid attacking type. In the Go Battle League though, to be honest, across all leagues, and we're just going to show some screenshots right here, Machamp is pretty solid in the Great League and Ultra League, but it's more so in the Master League where it shines best, and to be honest, this is a very underrated pick. I know Juzzy has used this in the Master League a couple times, especially at level 50. It can take down a lot of those steel types like Dialga and Origin Dialga. Our next target is going to be Scyther going into Scizor and eventually Mega Scizor. Mega Scizor right now is the third best bug type attacker in the game, and as a steel type, very underrated. It's currently sitting in the 24th spot. If you guys want to know how good Scizor is in the Go Battle League, in the Great League right now, it's actually its Shadow form that's breaking into the top 100. To be honest, this is a really good spice meta pick I've seen do very well, and because it builds up a lot more resistances with that steel type, it's a very decent Pokemon to use. Our next target to touch on is going to be Fletchling going into Talonflame. Talonflame right now is not the best raid attacking Pokemon because it's just a little bit too glassy, but in the Go Battle League, oh my word, if you learn how to play this Pokemon, it is incredibly good, especially with that Incinerate fast move. If you do have the Shadow of this Pokemon as well, it can also be a very high skill Pokemon to use. In the Great League right now, it's currently hovering around the 23rd mark, and the Shadow form is in the 41st spot. And in the Ultra League, it's just breaking outside of the top 100 in the 102nd spot right now. But again, with the new season about to turn over, this could definitely change. So guys, get yourself a good Talonflame. It's going to be very good for you in the Go Battle League. Our next target is going to be Honedge, but remember, Honedge can only be found in raids as well as field research. So the base floor there is going to be 10, 10, 10. However, if you trade this with a friend that's not an ultra friend or a best friend, you could get some really good IV stats. For example, a low attack, high defense, high stamina, because let me just tell you, in the Great League specifically, Iggy Slash is currently breaking into the top 20 in the 19th spot because of that steel and ghost typing. It does resist a lot of moves, but remember that its form changes into blade form as well as defense form throughout the battle. So that really does depend on when you throw up shields, but again, a really good Pokemon to use in the Go Battle League. And our last target is just something you need to remember. That is going to be about Rockruff. Rockruff can evolve into 3 different forms of Lycanroc using 50 candy. During the daytime, you're going to get the midday form. At nighttime, you're going to get the nighttime form. However, if you do want to get the dusk form, which is the most rare form, especially if you do have the shiny, you need to evolve this Pokemon around 7 or 7:15 p.m. local time. But the only way to determine if it is going to be the dusk form Lycanroc is to look at the evolution silhouette, because the seeded code behind a certain Pokemon that was encountered through eggs or field research is going to be a predetermining factor. So that is the only way as the trainer you will be able to know if you are going to get the dusk form. There are other targets, like we said, that Primal Groudon, a Primal Kyogre, that you definitely want to remote raid throughout these GoFest in-person events. Very important to do that if you do want those Pokemon. If you guys want to see everything going on this week in Pokemon Go, we've just done a detailed breakdown, which I'm going to leave above my left. But as of releasing this video, we are right in the middle of Spark's Caretaking Quest event, which I'm telling you guys, there are huge Stardust tips that you want to be taking advantage of, not just for now, but what comes later. Trust me, that is a video you definitely want to see, and you guys are really enjoying those videos as well. Just something I want to remind you guys of, we've got a big 2 months coming up. We are going to be stacking a lot of content coming soon for GoFest, raid guides, everything you would need to know about GoFest, because to be honest, it's very overwhelming. There's a lot of information, and we are going to simplify that for you to make life a lot easier. Please check in with us as much as you possibly can. Please smash that like and subscribe button as well as that hype button so we can send this video as far as wide as possible. Love you guys so much. Go with us. This is Candela's quest for victory, which we are going to get together. See you on the next one, baby.